In today's episode, we're here at the Gibson Garage in Nashville, Tennessee.
And in today's episode, I'm going to show you two awesome Gibson Murphy Lab guitars, and one of these models has even been on tour with Lewis Capaldi himself.
So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, as you can see, I'm here at the Gibson Garage Nashville. I'm so honored to be here, and a big thank you to the team here for letting me film. As you can see, today we're doing a Murphy Lab video. I've got a 1960s Gibson Hummingbird to play, and as you can see, it's very, very beautiful indeed. We don't seem to get many Murphy Labs over in the UK, so I'm very grateful to be able to play this. From first experience of playing this guitar, it's very resonant. It's very easy to play as well, and I'd recommend if you're an electric guitar player to try and pick one of these up, as the sustain is unreal. The construction of this guitar, we have a firmly aged Sitka spruce top, which has this beautiful kind of cherry sunburst over. Obviously, being a Hummingbird, you have a very nice pick guard here with the Hummingbird logo. I've actually got this tattooed on me, so you can see that. But yeah, we also have solid mahogany back and sides with the cream binding. Just such an ornate piece, very nice indeed. We have the rosewood bridge. Moving on to the neck, we have a mahogany neck, and then we have the rosewood fingerboard with cream binding, and we have the split parallelogram inlays. Moving on to the headstock, you can see there, the classic Gibson headstock with the Gibson Deluxe tuners. It's a beautiful acoustic, and I do wish there were more available in the UK and you could pick these up. Obviously, the retailers like Anderton's, Guitar, Peach Guitars tend to stock them, but they're not too prevalent on the used market. But let's do some tones. So in the intro, I was using my fingers. So as we're in Nashville, let's do some bluegrass. So as you can hear, there's a lot of attack in the notes when I use the pick, but as you kind of pull back, it has a really nice dynamic range. You go from really, really loud, really moving the top to being a little bit quieter with it. And there's just so much dynamic range, so much sustain. So here we have another Murphy Lab guitar. This is the 1942 Banner J45 in a lovely tobacco sunburst. So I'll take it off the stand now and have a little play with that. So this is the second guitar we're looking at today, obviously a Murphy Lab. This J45, obviously a little bit smaller body to the Hummingbird, I believe. It feels a little bit smaller anyway, but the aging job on this one's a lot different. You can see there's a lot more kind of pick wear in this area, so it's been strummed for years. Got some really nice patina to the sides, and it really does feel like a vintage instrument. If I wasn't told that this was a Murphy Lab, I would probably believe that it was, you know, a 1942. Let's just go over the specs first. So we've got a mahogany back and sides, just like the Hummingbird.
And we have a red spruce top.
Tobacco finish. I'm a big fan of this guitar. It resonates really nicely, but it plays really nicely as well. A little bit smaller on the body, or at least it feels like that. It's not got any binding on, which I like. It's nice and simple. On the neck, we have a mahogany neck with this really nice kind of Murphy Lab finish on it. Makes it very easy to play, very resonant. And then we have a rosewood fingerboard with the dot inlays. These are from mother of pearl. I really like the patina to the binding. Patina is when it obviously goes yellow on the binding. It looks very authentic, and we actually have a preamp in this one as well. I think we had one in the Hummingbird as well.
So you might be sitting there a little bit puzzled to why they've got preamps in these vintage reissue guitars. And I was told basically that these guitars are lent out to Gibson artists to play on tour, so they need a preamp to be able to play with a PA. So the vintage models, these 1942 and the 1960s acoustic, wouldn't come with a preamp. They come without, as it's a genuine vintage reissue of their models. However, they've had some pretty interesting artists play these guitars, including Lewis Capaldi, who borrowed this guitar for the Tiny Desk concert. I was absolutely flabbergasted when I heard about this, because obviously, being in the UK, being from the UK, Lewis Capaldi's a pretty big deal over here, and he's an incredible singer, so it was an absolute honour to play the guitar that he had played on this concert. So let's hear how it sounds.
I've never played one of these before, so I'm just going to play fingerstyle to start off with, and maybe we'll switch to a pick in a little bit. It's just crazy how much sustain there is in these guitars. As I say, if you're an electric guitar player and you struggle to play acoustic, definitely pick one of these up, as it's very easy to play. The action's nice and low on this one, so you're not getting an action that's mild in the air. It's also got so much sustain. Even when I just play a C chord, just got so much sustaining. And finally, let's do some flat picking.
Before we finish off this video, let's hear the Hummingbird one more time just to compare the two tones.
So guys, that's the end of the video. I really appreciate you checking out this video. If you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to drop a like down below and comment your thoughts about these two Murphy Lab guitars in the comment section below. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when we make a new post. But that's all for today. My name is Ben Keightley, and I'll see you again very shortly. But until then, keep rocking guys. I'll see you soon.